Hey, let's play some crazy games. Yeah. Trying to be like that weird and crazy narrator from Crazy Taxi. Yeah. Hello, anyone who's just joined, if anyone is watching. It's time to play another ridiculous game. Klonoa was fun, but now it's time to play something new. Probably not full play. I've already played a fair chunk of this game, but we'll have some fun with it anyway, so... Thankfully, I've got it all up here already. Yep, today we're going to be playing Final Fantasy III. Let me just make sure it's full screen. Okay. This game's a little fidgety. So yeah, we're playing Final Fantasy III. This isn't the original Final Fantasy III that was on the NES. This is the remake that originally came out on the Nintendo DS. Ah, it's a pretty music. This might be copyrighted. Sorry, we'll have to skip that. Sorry. Stupid YouTube and its copyright laws. So, anyway. Let's just... As you can see, I've already played a bit of this game. We're going to play a special part of this game today. I've been saving it for years. That I've been wanting to stream for a while, so we're gonna... select continue. There's no mouse control in this game. It's... which is kind of odd, but it's alright, we can use the keyboard. Spacebars accept. Okay, let's take a look. Oh good, it turns off that annoying airship noise. So anyway, this is our crew. The original character is the gray-haired dude at the bottom. That was Luneth, I renamed him. The brown-haired guy was his childhood friend. The orange-haired girl's the feisty, hot-headed, redhead girl that we just met and is a potential, probably, love interest for the rest of the guys. And the gold-haired guy was a knight. Yes, a child knight working for a king somewhere back on the floating continent. Yes, there was a floating continent. It's Final Fantasy. Deal with it. So anyway, we're a while into the game. No, don't resume. How do I... Backspace. Right. This is our airship, the Nautilus. It's an ancient airship that they excavated and replaced one that got shot down earlier. The one that got shot down was actually our second airship, the Enterprise. Our first airship was destroyed when we rammed into a giant boulder blocking a pass. And this one got enchanted by a magician named Doga, and now it can go underwater. We also have a map. Let's see if we can go to the surface. Yeah, there we go. We can fly wherever we please. Well, we can't go over mountains because this thing's kind of puny. We do get another airship later in the game that can go over shorter mountains. And that airship is cooler because it has onboard stores and a place to sleep. It's a shame there's no mini-map. The DS version did have a mini-map on the bottom screen, but we of course do not have that luxury here. So what are we doing today? Well, today we're going to go after the father of Thor himself, Odin, and beat the shit out of him, while also stealing his spear. I did a lot of off-level grinding for this. And notice we even have a thief in our party, which seems a bit odd at first, but trust me, you'll see why. We have that, what? So, Final Fantasy III. This is the one that didn't come over to the US for, like, decades until they released that Final Fantasy III on the DS. Although I think there was an emulated translation patch version. They also made a... Oh, it's Asher. Hey, Asher, how's it going? Hello, hope you're okay. Yeah, I'm doing fine today. I still got those minor feelings of anxiety, but I'm still pretty good enough to do some gaming. And, they also made a pixel remaster, which is more like the original NES version, although it might have taken away a lot of the neat side quests this one added. Okay, so we didn't want to go... Where are we again? Right now, even anything more close. Let's keep going this way. Okay, this is the continent we want to be on. Yeah, I had some problems with anxiety after seeing all the news with the Supreme Court jackasses going psycho and declaring, like, we're gonna make a religion more easy to do in school, and we're gonna suppress voting rights. Fuck those guys. I really hope they get thrown out soon. If that doesn't happen, I'm gonna be pissed. And then I read an article about climate change by this one guy, and it was so horrifying, and it got me really depressed that it caused my anxiety to skyrocket, because it was going to show, because he implied that there was going to be a lot of food shortages and stuff that would lead to lots of war, and it would eventually reduce us back to the days of horses and carriages and candles. So that means no video games, no electricity, none of that shit, and that just pisses me off. If that ever comes to it, I'm just gonna pull the trigger. Yeah. So that's why I'm going to try and increase my fight against climate change and all that shit. And first off, we need to get rid of those shitheads in the Supreme Court, because they did stuff about that limit the fight against climate change. So fuck them up the ass. Okay, enough about politics. We're in the magical world of make-believe. How do I get this somewhere? Oh, yes. That's good. It's a good thing we have some tooltips down there. So anyway, the path to Odin is somewhere down here. So it was south of Saronia, and that's what that town was up there. I do have an actual physical strategy guide for this edition of the game, although it doesn't just tell you where, give you a map. Oh, fuck you. They got a back attack on me. Ow. Oh, you are fucking dead. You hear me? I'm gonna put your gelatin asses or fucking in a fucking blender. First, we have to change the row. Asher said, I'm surprised we're still holding out, LOL. Yeah, I really wouldn't laugh about that. Seriously, fuck those Supreme Court judge assholes. Jesus, he only has fucking 20 HP. And now he's dead. I'm gonna fuck you shitheads up the ass right now. Back attacks are such bullshit in these games. And aren't thieves supposed to have the lots of luck so you wouldn't get back attacked? What the fuck, game? As you can see, those two are pretty OP. So now we're gonna have to go to an inn somewhere. After I shove these sharp knives up this thing's ass. You may notice my thief is doing incredible amounts of damage. That's because his job level is at level 99. And Leon's dead. So let's go back up here and go to an inn somewhere, or somewhere. Let's see the map. Maybe it's up here somewhere, the Odin's Cave. But first, we're going to stop somewhere in this large spread out city. Hello! There's triumphant music because we did some heroic stuff here. It does that with every village you do heroic stuff in. It does get a bit old after a while. Saronia shall never become a battlefield. If only we could say the same for the rest of the world. Why do none of these houses have doors? How the fuck do you people get inside? Dumbasses. And there's a Moogle, the little fucker. You see, I actually have the 3DS, not the 3DS, the Nintendo DS version of this game, and I got really super far in it. Here's some chocobos. We can ride a chocobo around. There's really no point since there aren't any monsters except in these forests here, but thanks for your help, Chocobo. That was very enthusiastic of you. So anyway, I have the Nintendo DS version of this, and I got really far in it, and then I abandoned it completely because there was basically, there's this thing they introduced in this version of the game called Mognet, and in order to unlock some of the new unique stuff that they added in it, like a secret job in the Ultima weapon, you had to send mail between you and another player. And Nintendo shut the servers down for that a very long time ago, and since there's no one within like 100 miles of me who also has the Nintendo DS version of this game, that was impossible for me to do, so I wouldn't be able to get those things. The Steam version, on the other hand, removed that and tied the quest tied to those bonus items to Bestinary completion. And so that's why I got this one. Don't quit, dumbass. Bright red armor is probably not the best color for your army. That's very hard to camouflage. Is there an inn in here? No, I think that's just that guy's a chocobo. We could summon a fat chocobo in there if we wanted to. Okay. Where the fuck is the inn? Crying out loud. This kingdom is so misorganized. Oh, this is a banging start to this video. I can't even find the fricking inn. Oh, thank Christ, there it is. But first, we actually need to take the dead guy to a chapel or something to revive him first. Otherwise, because the inn doesn't do that. That's a magic shop. I don't need that. Okay, so the inn is in the upper left corner. And there's another inn, so only the northern sections have the inns. And they leave all the poor people in the south to sleep outside, the fucking elitist shitheads. Is there even a revived place to revive characters here? There's a weapon shop and another weapon shop and... Hold on, let me look at the strategy guide. Stupid table of contents doesn't give me the list of any of the cities, it just gives the chapter names. Cave of Gesheld, Cave of Tides, Cave of Circle, Temple of Time, Ancient Ruins, Doga's Grotto, World of Darkness. No, we're not that far yet. Stupid. Cave of Shadows, the Invincible, Temple of Time, Doga's Manor. Oh, where's the stupid... Alright, Kiss Silver. This has gotta be it. Goldor Manor, we were there already. It says there's a revived wellspring somewhere in this city. Let's see. Revived wellspring. I don't want to go to the Dragon Spire. I want the revived wellspring. It doesn't tell me where the revived wellspring is. God damn it. You stupid dumbasses. Okay. Give me a second to think. Is it in the inn? I guess it might. Doesn't even have a map for southeast Saronia. What the hell? That's lazy. Let's head for southeast Saronia and see if that helps. And that would be right here. That stupid Moogle again. Oh, maybe this is... Oh, right, this was the place that didn't have any doors. Maybe that's why it didn't have a map. Hello, Chocobos. You have really big eyes for some reason in this game. Any revived wellsprings around here? I do not. Well, screw you then. Nope, don't go back into it. I exited through the north, you clearly saw there, and it put me in the south of that. Okay, let's just check the inn. Maybe they've got a revived wellspring. There's an item shop. I don't see a fucking revived wellspring anywhere. And that didn't help at all. Is this the revived wellspring? This big pool right here? No. I just drank some piss water, I guess. Do you have a revive wellspring? No. Do you have one? No. I refuse to use one of my Phoenix Downs on something that I can do for free if I can... You know what, screw it, we'll just go to a different town. There are other towns in this big world. Don't need the lousy Saronians. Ah, to the south there's a village. Hopefully that one will have what we need. Duster. And there's a Geomancer. I think we have that job. It's not that useful, but it's nice because the spells don't cost any MP. This game has a weird-ass MP system, too. Here, I'll show you. You see the MP each... There are several different digits. They have MP for each different level of magic. There are 8 levels of magic in all. And each one has its own amount. The lower levels, of course, have more MP, while the big ones don't. They don't have ethers in this game either. You have to pick no ethers either. Oh, Asher said something. Literally me IRL. If one place doesn't have a certain shop, excuse my British, I'll be damned to go to another town just for it. Ooh. Do you have a spring here? No, all the ends apparently use the same layout too. Okay, there's another bad place. No, don't look at the menu, look at the map, you dunce. Alright, let's go this way. Here's another village. Oh yes, we also have a magic paper folding canoe that we can use. Ah, this is a nice, peaceful village. Surely it has wellspring. No, its inn has a slightly different layout, but doesn't appear to have what we need. Oh, this one doesn't have any signs. This must be it. Yes! Victory! Yeah, in other games they have chapels to revive you, although this game probably thought that was too offensive, so they just made a generic spring, which is nice, I believe. 200 gil a night. Wow, you guys must have some problems with your heating system. If you have to charge that much, keep it running. But finally we've got our asses healed, so now we can resume our mission to find Odin's cave. And look, Leon's alive again. All it took was some yucky water. I hate these villages where they have all these little dividers. What if there's an earthquake and these bridges break? You'd be screwed, because you can't go into the water in this game. Well, it's still better than Strangers of Paradise, where you could jump around all over the place, but the main character was a douchebag who kept dropping F-bombs every 5 seconds. Okay, let's save over our last game. Let's try this once more. To the south of Saronia. Yeah, the strategy guide itself doesn't have that actual map in it, whereas the rest of all the strategy guides from my Final Fantasy games I own usually do. It's kind of stupid they didn't put one in. Yes, but I don't think it's down here. Maybe it's down in here. Descend, Mr. Scott. And it's not down here. Alright, rise to the surface. These are all rivers, we can't go in them. Ah, maybe it's down here. Yes, there it is! Full steam ahead. The Saronia Catacombs. Now then, I just gotta take a look at the map, because the strategy guide does helpfully provide maps. I'm using a nice cloth bookmark for this strategy guide. It's just been sitting here for years. Underwater entrance, blah, blah, blah. Okay, thankfully we're one level above Odin. That's who we're going to kill down here. Okay, there are no chests in the first two rooms, so we can just scoot along right down the middle. And again, you'll see why I have a thief. Ugh! Please tell me that's not his genitalia. Alright, let's have our offensive party. Normally, I used to play this game balanced with 2 physical attackers and 2 magic users, but most of the time I was too cheap to spend the MP, so I just had the magic users defend. So when replaying this, I just said screw it and just made 3 physical attackers with 1 healer. Fortunately, the healers can still be useful because they can use stabs as items and to cast spells for free. Yeah, a level 99 thief with 2 daggers is pretty badass. Okay. Look at all them empty torches. Talk about a waste of torches if you're not gonna light them. Ugh, Cyclops. Very low textured Cyclops. This was on the DS, remember? Back to this page, see their do they have any weaknesses? They do not, but we can probably take them. We'll have him attack you. Dakota is a Viking, and they have really high defense. Do they have high defense? They have high attack, but holy shit, their speed is really low. They'd go last almost every time you use them. I'll just have Lee on guard. Ooh, she didn't do that much damage there. Although she only took 1 point of damage, so that's nice. British Asher said, yeah, that was totally his crotch if it did critical damage. Dick joke. When you reach level 99 for a certain job, and if you did one of those Magnet side quests I mentioned, you can find the legendary smith somewhere in the world, and she'll give you a master's license for that job, as well as a unique item for that job. And I just noticed there's a dead rat here. Eat it. I dare you to eat it, Parker. Eat it. You are a thief. You should be used to this. Okay, never mind. That was mean. There's some bones. Okay, and there are some items in this room, so I'm going to have to rely on the map quite frequently. We'll just leave Parker sit here for a minute. Okay, let's head to the right first for 3 chests. It's Dick Fingers again. I think this was the first Final Fantasy game to introduce a job system, although unlike 5 and some of the later ones, it's not as well refined, where you can, like, learn other abilities and stuff. And my chat room reconnected, so the Wi-Fi must have went wonky. So I'm sorry if you got disconnected, guys. My Wi-Fi gets a little wonky sometimes. And we're gonna hit this guy with a light staff, because he's obviously water elemental. Or ice elemental, as they sometimes do. Yeah, it's weird when they make water enemies ice elemental, because they don't want to add another element. I mean, it makes sense, although it's kind of weird when ice and water are separate elements, when ice basically is just water. Let's see, his Golem staff. Is that better than what Leon has? It's just a regular staff. What's Golem staff do? Ooh, it casts Break, and I already have one of those. I guess we can equip him with this, just in case. He's not going to be attacking with it, because his attack is lousy when he's a white mage. And it's time for another battle. And it's another Dick Fingers again. No, we're not using magic. Use our light staff. Silly fool. You know, technically octopi or squid do have genitalia at the end of their tentacles, so that is somewhat accurate. Ooh, an Aegis Shield. Is that better than what Dakota has? Let us see. Oh, she has an Aegis Shield already, so we have more than one Aegis Shield. Okay, we got the 3 treasures in here. Some of these chests are booby-trapped, so we're gonna have to watch out for those. And there are 2 more in this room. Ooh, we're gonna get a new lance for the Dragoon. British Asher said, oh cool, he punched his dick. Yep. Every game's gotta have a sewer level. Hell, look at the one in Final Fantasy VII was probably the most well-remembered one. Fachan and Boss Troll. Let's see how well they do against brute violence. We're gonna have Leon guard, because I don't know if these things are so weak. Well, he's didn't last long. And neither did he. Oh, I got an achievement. Collecting is half the battle. That must be for the Bestiary. I'm probably never going to complete that. And another battle already. And it's Dick Fingers again. Light staff. I should have just called it bolt staff or something. Light staff implies that it's for like holy energy or something, not... You know what I mean. Okay, here's another chest. Reflect mail. And it's weaker. We already have one of those too. Oh, British Asher said, and knowing is half the battle. G.I. Joe. That gets made fun of so much. A heavy lance? Ooh. Oh well, if it's a heavy lance, that means it's non-elemental. I remember in Final Fantasy V Advance, I got the Excalibur from the Legendary Temple and said, oh cool, this thing's gonna be awesome, I'm gonna equip this on my knife right now. And right after that, we started encountering enemies who were absorbing Holy Elemental, and the Excalibur was Holy Elemental, so that was completely worthless against them. So I had to stop using it. Yeah, it's kind of shitty when your good weapons start healing enemies. I really want to get Final Fantasy VI, because that one is really cool with all its characters and stuff. They made one for the Game Boy Advance, but they never made a strategy guide for the Game Boy Advance version. That always weirded me out. Because of that, I never got it. And my head is already sweating underneath my headphones. I just felt it. And we'll have you guard. Ugh, Scar, get killed. That one guy did look a little like Scar, the son of Hulk. Ooh, got lots of experience from them. Ooh, this looks more like a temple area. Aw, these flowers are still blooming after all these years of sitting in here. Okay, let's check the map again. See what we're getting into in here. Aha, there's a secret room to the right. You see, that's why I use a strategy guide, because you'll miss shit like that very easily. And there's an achievement in this game for getting all the chests, so you and I remember one dungeon disappears after you've done it, so... Yeah, it's kind of like Fallout. We'll have them go. And beat the shit out of these weird things. They look a bit like Genie from Aladdin. We actually fought a Genie earlier in this game. He was the first official boss fight because he could move twice in one turn. Oh, that wasn't very nice. Attacking the healer. I think Leon's actually at the max level for White Mage, too, actually. Ooh, critical. And Dakota's job level increased. I know it looks like we're walking in a void, but we're actually in a secret passage. Yeah, these early Final Fantasy random encounters weren't that interesting as some of the later games. I didn't like the ATB system, but it was a little more engaging than this. Didn't like the Final Fantasy VII remake of it, though. I did actually get a strategy guide for Final Fantasy VI Advance that's in Japanese, and it looks cool, I just can't read a word of it, which is a shame. I didn't know that facts were a thing back then. I preferred to have actual strategy guides, but facts are preferable nowadays because they can be updated if there's an error in the... Ooh, we got lots of chests in here. Elixir. Oh no, it's a trap. Oh, it's a weird snake thing. I'm gonna take a chance and steal from it. Oh, Ouroboros! Oh no, it's the thing from Final Fantasy... No, Resident Evil 5. Watch out, it'll crawl into your eyelids and turn you into a gooey monster. I'm just going to guard. Looks like the kind of thing that turns us to stone, so we'll have to be careful with that. And we failed to steal anything, even though he's level 99! Wonder who came up with that theme. I'll have to look that up. Are the rest of these chests booby-trapped? Yes. There actually aren't that too many enemies with good item steals in this game anyway. They're mostly just consumable items, whereas other games you could steal like equipment and stuff from them, and that's really a really good incentive to use thieves. Ooh, a gold needle. So this probably does inflict stone. The reason I brought a thief with us is because we can steal something we can steal Odin's spear, basically. And he needs to be, and the thief needs to be at a very high level. That's why I had one with me since the start of the game, and he's level 99 and kicking so much ass. And Asher just said, "Oh god, I just noticed all the chests." Yep. No, we're not gonna have you attack, Leon. You're a white mage. You're supposed to heal people. Or just cower in the corner while we fight, if no one needs healing. Oh, we one-shotted that one. That's nice. Oh, good. Parker gained a level. So we're gonna kick Odin's ass twice as much this time. They actually remade Final Fantasy IV in the style of this game as well, although... From what I heard, that one was way less received. I heard they took out a lot of the bonus dungeons the Game Boy Advance version added, which is a shame because I have the strategy guide for the Game Boy Advance version, and those dungeons look pretty cool. Final Fantasy IV was kind of weird. I actually just gave up on it one day, but I wasn't having fun. Okay, we got a bunch of elixirs. Those are like the only way to restore your MP in this game. Through items, because they didn't add ethers. Oh no, it's another trap. Oh, it's Dick Fingers again. We can take him out, no prob. Have Leon use his lightning. Oh, Caius leveled up. I named all of them after some OCs of mine, and Caius belongs to a friend of mine. Yada yada yada, you know the drill. Just start slashing. Yeah. We killed another monster we killed a bunch of before, so let's hurry this up. Oh, we chose the first chest, going out of order here, huh? I'm probably gonna turn the YouTube comments off for this video once I put it on YouTube so people don't react to that climate change thing. I remember one time I was on one of this guy's video when he was talking about PSA, saying solar energy and wind energy are bad because they leave trash that the solar panels and wind turbine blades wear out after a while, so they have to replace them, and they don't really have a stockpile for them, and that makes sense. And he said we should rely more on nuclear power, which also makes sense. And I said, that was nice, I just wish you were more uplifting about the video. And this one guy said, I also said, hopefully we won't get irradiated. And great, now Caius is blind. That's what that little black cloud means. Why didn't he go before him? Yeah. And now Leon gains a level. Yeah, relax, we're gonna... Let's see. Do we have a spell that cures... And we're missing a spell here. I probably just thought it wasn't important enough to buy it, so we're just not give a damn about that. Unfortunately, Asuna, we don't get Asuna until later, and it's going to be a higher level spell, so we can't use it all the time, which is kind of shitty. Asuna just rids you of pretty much all status effects. Okay, so we don't have one that can remove blind. That's a shame. So we're just gonna have to use some eye drops. Thankfully, we got quite a few of them. What we can do is cast Cure on him. Unfortunately, we aren't able to save in here. We're only able to quick save, so hopefully we'll get through this battle. Otherwise, I'm going to have to do all this bollocks all over again. Don't you hate it when you're about to enter the boss room and you get a random encounter? This happened to me, like, twice when I was playing Final Fantasy IX when I was in the Dark Forest near the beginning of the game, and I was about to enter the boss room, and seconds before we stepped into on the pixel that led to that room, we got attacked by an enemy that inflicted blind on all of us. So we were blinded because when we exited the battle, we stepped on that pixel, and then we entered the boss room. That fucking flower thing. I hate those. I'll have to try that one again sometime, this time using a fact, because the strategy guide for Final Fantasy IX was abysmal. It wanted you to go to playonline.com to look up all the, like, enemy stats and side quest stuff and all sorts of things. It was just bullshit. Play Online isn't even up anymore, so it's not even useful. So yeah, just avoid the Final Fantasy IX strategy guide. And kill this thing with a mouth in its chest. That must be very awkward to eat with. And ooh, Arctic Wind. Yay, just a useless attack item I barely use. Let's cast some more healing. No, not you. Ugh, sorry, I burped a bit. Let's go in here and beat the shit out of Odin. What the hell? Why is it triumphant music in here? Does disturb my peaceful slumber. You were able to sleep through all that racket, or with the monsters wandering around and stuff? Okay, so here's Odin. You gotta be careful, because he, like most games he's in, he's got a one-hit, he can kill us all in one hit, I think. Just turn the page real quick. When he loses half his health, there's a chance he'll use a powerful attack called Zan Tetsuken, which basically just kills you all. Well, hopefully we can avoid that. And meanwhile, we gotta steal his spear, because this is the only way to get this spear. Are we able to cast, like, Protect or something? We can. I'm gonna cast it on him. Come on, Gungear. Yes, we got Gungear! which is what he used in real life, I believe. Little magic casting animations are cute. Okay, now we can just beat the shit out of him. Let's cast Protect. No, not Confuse. Leon, we're going to cast Protect on Caius next, because he has the weakest armor. We can do this. I've been through worse. Ow. That was mean. A little late there, Leon, but hey, it's the thought that counts. That's it, you guys just keep laying onto him. Let's heal Caius up a bit. He really doesn't like to... Oh! Oh dear. Okay, he used Xantets... But that must mean we're almost got him, at least. Right? Okay, now we gotta break out the Cura. Screw it, I'm healing Parker since he's doing the most damage. Oh yeah, critical! This will probably be the end of me, but I will keep fighting till the end. Yay, we got him! Although this does mean Dakota isn't going to get any experience, because she's dead, and that's how it works in this game. Yay! My powers are now yours to command. And now we attain the summon spell Catastro, which is kind of weird, and I just noticed there was this weird protrusion under my laptop. That's kind of annoying. Really should check that out later. Hey. Oh wait, she got healed! Aw, that was nice of Odin. When I want to summon her, I use Parker, so we'll just give him the spell to hold on to, keep an eye on it for a while. So yeah, we got Odin now, hooray! Now I just gotta find out where I'm supposed to go next during the story. Let's see. Let's go back to the Crystal of the Earth section. Serenia again. There should be a note telling me when Odin's thingy is. Oh wait, the strategy guide does have these little teeny-weeny maps in the corners of the sections talking about individual locations, so I guess that's useful. Okay, I think we're going to the Temple of Time next, because that's where we, that takes place right after you get the ability to travel underwater. And that's where we're going to get a cool new airship. Fortunately, since I went to the Village of the Ancients back on the Floating Continent, we can just use this spell to get out of here. Huzzah! Okay, so we need to go down to the corner of the map on that little triangle island. Thankfully, this map just loops on itself, so we can just fly right there. Will I be doing a full playthrough stream of this? Probably not. I don't think I've ever finished a Final Fantasy game. I'm just paranoid about how difficult and frustrating the final bosses are. The final boss in this one, I've heard, is pretty cheap. Okay. Alright, where's the triangular island? Oh, damn it, I was pressing the wrong button. This is it. I think it's down here. Before we do, let's save our game real quick, because we need to celebrate. Also, it might be a good time to change up the job since we got a powerful new spear. Let's see, who's good with the Dragoon job? No, not you. Dragoon, not you. Parker. Oh, that's a shame, because a thief would be useful in this upcoming area, because we can use thieves to pick the locks of these. But damn it, I got some sweat on my laptop. Sorry, laptop, you were such a good baby. Alright, let's see what... Anyone else a Dragoon? No? Piss. Not sure I want Takko to be a Viking. She isn't really that effective. She's a good knight, at least. Knights aren't too effective in combat, though, either. Let's see. We do have the Onion Knight job, which is exclusive to this version of the game. Well, it was in the original version, but it got replaced by the Freelancer in this game, and in this game, the Onion Knight's kind of weak, but when they reach their max job level, they're, like, super powerful. And they can equip a whole bunch of different shit. These are all the jobs. We'll unlock some more jobs later. One more set of them. Those have the really good jobs on them. Okay, let's see. Can't make her a Dark Knight, because I don't think we have any Dark Blades yet. Guess it would just make sense to keep everyone the job they are. Yep. Hoping we get to try out that new spear, but that doesn't appear to be the case. Okay, back underwater we go. Ah, there. That must be it there. Sunken cave? Am I in the right place, or... Alright, I gotta change my bookmark now. Gotta go back to Crystal of the Earth section. You must be in the wrong place, because this doesn't look like anything in the screenshots. Well, that's great. Well, thanks a lot, Strategy Guide. You were a big fucking help here. Put the fucking star in the wrong place. Yeah, boy. What the hell is even in this cave? Maybe it's a... Maybe I've been here before. Okay, so the place we're actually looking for is just a big pond in the middle of a continent somewhere. Just gotta find out where it is, because the strategy guide clearly doesn't have a clue. No, that's a light water pond. I don't have one to do. Thank you. It's a big ass desert. Okay, we need the other airship for that. Oh yeah, we can't go there yet. That's the last area of the game. Maybe it's on that middle one down there. Yeah, like most of the early Final Fantasy games, this one isn't as expansive as some of the others. You visit the whole world pretty much instantly, and... Wait, is that the right... No, that's not the right place. Damn it. Can we go up through here? Oh, we're getting attacked in the air. Don't see that too often. You will later in the game. Just gotta kill some harpy bitches. Ooh, that was 999. You know what? I'm gonna turn Chakotay into a Dragoon. I know she isn't the most experienced in it, but what? Maybe why the hell not? It'll allow us to keep a thief in the party. Now, in this game, in the original game, you needed capacity points to change jobs, which you earn in battle. In this one, you can change them whenever you want, but they undergo a job adjustment phase. And during these 6 battles, as it says here, she will have lowered stats. After those 6 battles, though, her stats will revert to the way they are when she's equipped with this. So let's fit her with her new stuff. Gun gear. Ooh, that's really high-powered. Diamond helmet. Diamond mail. There we go. Dragoons are useful because they have the jump skill, and with that, they jump up in the air, and then they can't be hit during that one turn, and on the next turn, they slam down on their enemy with the spear, doing a ton of damage, so they're really good. You can also just use them to standard attack. Well, this was a waste of time over here. Well, maybe not. We did get some battles, at least. For that job adjustment phase. Over there? Christ, I don't fucking know. Over here? Sorry, folks, I guess I got lost a bit. Oh well, at least we got to kill Odin. So now they won't be able to make another Thor movie. Well, if they did make a Thor movie, it would probably follow that one storyline where Thor became the lead god and had the Odin force, and he had a son and then ended up, like, destroying humanity, and he was like, oh no, please forgive me, and then he, like, went back in time and undid that, so making that whole story entirely pointless. It was kind of cool, though. He was omnipotent, and he had a son, but like most Marvel alternate universe fics, it didn't last long. Just like the Superman new Krypton story, where he rescued his uncle and aunt from Brainiac, and they made a Kryptonian colony on the other side of the solar system. That was cool, but what's the word I'm looking for? Predictably, all the Kryptonians died. Because they wanted Superman to be the last of the Kryptonians. What the fuck is this temple? Am I going to have to Google for it? You've been to this village, that's nice. Can't go anywhere in this way. Wait, maybe we can follow these to the place where we have to go. Or not. Damn. Is that in the middle of the continent over there? Alright. Asher said, you seem way better in RPGs than me. Well, anyone can be good at them. They're at least easier than, crap like Dark Souls, because they're turn-based and you can take your time on them. And then they went and made Final Fantasy 15 action-based, which I absolutely hated, and I'm never going to play it in a million years. Is it down here? Let me check the map again. in that sunken cave I passed? I don't freaking know. Was the sunken cave up? No, don't go back under the water. I was trying to... never mind. Here, let's pause the game, take a look at this silly strategy guide again. Okay, I have been to the sunken cave apparently because you can get some items there and I must have gotten them. Okay, so we know it's not there. Of course, that doesn't help us in locating the fucking actual place. The screenshot shows a body of deep water. In a circular pattern. That's where the temple likely is. Is that it over there? Is what was on the map? Yes, it was. It's a waste of fucking time. I can't go submerge myself into this water. Dumbass. There's gotta be a huge body of water somewhere. It's somewhere completely enclosed in land somewhere. At least I think it's completely enclosed. The screenshot isn't very specific about it. It might have a connection to the ocean, a very narrow one. Maybe it's that one in the south of the left continent. Let's head over there. Okay, this might be it. Or not. Wait, maybe this is. Yes! That must be it. The Temple of Time! Yes, we're going to Legend of Zelda Ocarina of Time now. Did you know that in the Game Boy Advance version of the original Final Fantasy, you could find a tombstone that said, "Here lies Link." Get it? Because it was on a Nintendo console, so they could do that? Yeah. There's a bunch of locked doors in here, but we can pick the locks of them since we have a thief in our party. There are some powerful monsters here, but we can take care of them. Hello! Hope y'all yucks and free! And a diamond helmet. I think we have some of those already and we can't equip anymore. Because most of the guys in this group wear light armor. I think there's another locked door over here. And they say a thief is useless. What a bunch of crap that is. Some diamond bracers. Does Dakota have those? Oh, apparently she can't equip diamond bracers. That must be for someone else. Can Parker equip the diamond bracers? No, he cannot. No, not status equipment. Can you equip diamond bracers? No, you cannot. Can you do it, Leon? Oh, yes you can. And British Asher went low. LOL. Okay, let's... And time for a roundabout. It's a harpy, which we killed a bunch of already. Oh wait, no, it's a Dyra. Ooh, that means it's even more evil. And Parker just one-shots it. Didn't even give us that much XP. Man, we must be really OP. Open the strategy guide, stupid thing. Okay, where the hell we go now? Alright, now we go for a dip. We gotta walk through the water, because we're Jesus, and go to the other side. I'm kidding, we submerge ourselves, and yet we can still walk normally in it. There are some areas where you have to walk through lava, and it drains your health as you walk through it. You know, how stupid is that? And now we're on the next floor. Let me see. And there's a defender in here. I think that's a new knife. Also the name of that big face shield Goofy can get in Kingdom Hearts 1. I never got it. I did get the wizard staff for Donald. Let's see if Parker... I thought it was a knife, but apparently I was wrong. It must be a sword. Come on, go down. I ain't got all day. Oh yeah, and since this is from the older generation of Final Fantasy games, we have limited inventory space, and so we have to drop stuff off with the fat chocobo. Ooh, it casts Protect! I'm going to move that up higher. So, then again, Leon might not be able to use it since he can't equip swords. He can use the stabs as items in combat since they're, well, stabs. But, let's see, which one of these... We aren't going to be using any elixirs anytime soon, so we'll put it there. We'll see if we can use it. Oh my, lizard men! Take some screenshots, fairies. You can use these as your new personas. Okay, I'm just taking a quick look at the map. King Lizard, ooh. Why are there two kings? Surely they would only have one. And a king seahorse. Let's see, can he use the defender? No, he can't. Ooh! That's an annoying error noise. Okay, so he can't use the defender because he's not a warrior or a knight. And there she goes. And now she can't be hit during that turn. Probably will have been useful during the Odin battle, actually. Oh no! Parker's been hit. Will we be able to kill this thing before Dakota comes back down? Probably yes. Reminds me of Freya in Final Fantasy IX. She was badass. Okay, we go down these steps. Just let me take a look at the guide again. You don't even have an actual map item in this game. In order to view the world map, you have to eat a piece of Nomish bread. That's Nomish with a silent G in front of it. And I was like, how the fuck do you see a map by eating a piece of bread? These Jap games. Okay, so there's some optional rooms we can go in to get some good stuff in here. Have to go in the water again. There are some levels where you have to cast Minnie or Toad on yourself in order to reach certain areas, and you have to go through the battles while inflected with Minnie or Toad, and I usually just run away during those battles, which is a shame, but it's inevitable. Thankfully, they seem to have retired that mostly in the newer games. Diamond gloves, we already have a bunch of those. And a Behemoth Knife, ooh. A Behemoth Knife. No, not magic. It's actually weaker than the air knife, for some reason. It is stronger than the poison knife, though. Never really seen the poison knife use inflict poison. I think it only cast it when you use it as an item, so... We'll see how well this improves his attack. And that must be the Behemoth Knife, that little dinky golden one. That's kind of an overrated name for a little dinky knife. We'll have Dakota jump on this guy. And we'll have Leon guard, as usual. Well, he did the maximum amount of damage, so I'm guessing it must work well. Oh no, he cast lightning on us. There's this weird thing in my computer. There's like a bump where the frame is being pushed out, right out where the mouse pad is. I'm wondering if there's like something that's like bloating out like those batteries do, but the battery I don't think is there. I'm gonna have to get that checked out. It's a damn good laptop. I don't want to give it up so easily. And there's some more goods in this side. Alright, I should have cured everyone after that last battle. Oh well, I can cure him here. If he doesn't one-shot this thing, that is. Oh, he one-shotted it. Ah, well, there's always next time. But seriously, let's go in here and start healing some people. There we go. Has lots of MP for the lower heals, so... Wait a minute, am I going the right way, or is this... There's some more treasure around here, I think. These maps can get a little confusing at times. Yes, I missed something. I was a complete idiot. Even if it is a piece of armor I already have, I still want to get all the chests. And a back attack! Motherfuckers. Your asses is dead. I must once again waste a turn for each character, switching to the front row. One good thing I liked about Final Fantasy IV is that you can make everyone change which row they were in with one action. Ow. Ow. Piece of shit. I'm gonna cast Cure on Leon there. Alright, Dakota. Okay, let's heal our team again. And everyone else is pretty much fine, so we can leave them for a while. Let's head back into the water. Get my drawers all soaked. I always have to change my underwear after doing one of these streams, because my ass always gets so sweaty. I knew it. I knew we'd get an attack on the way back. Oh my! This guy might be nasty. Oh, it's a behemoth! Normally they're purple. Can't see how they got that wrong, but we'll have Dakota jump, and we're going to have Leon guard, and hopefully we won't get brutally murdered like it normally is when we encounter these things in these games. Because these are usually very high-level monsters. Oh! Oh, he goes twice. That's not too common. Asher said, "Tell me about it. My room can get often really hot too. Winter can't come soon enough." Preach it, brother. So, unless you're playing Final Fantasy X-2, where you encounter behemoths really early in the game and they're really early to kill, because you have access to the entire world map at right from the start, and you can just go to where they are. Yeah, 10-2 was kind of weird. It was fun, but it was weird, and it also had its share of annoying mini-games. Like that fucking lightning tower mini-game that I absolutely despised. And the weird erotic massage mini-game. Yeah, that's a thing. I'm not lying. And we got some level ups. For the jobs, at least. And once again, must cast some magic. Oop. Okay, now we can go down here, because I think we cleared out this whole floor. Oh, it's these tossers again. Hang on, I'm gonna check my guide real quick while we're waiting. Let's see. Did I get everything? I think I did. Ooh, we got some hidden stuff. Passages on the next room. Go to a big... Is this the right... I think this is the right one. Yeah, we go to a big center passage. Or am I wrong? I gotta keep checking. I'm useless without this strategy guide. Yes, I'm in the right place. And we're supposed to go down to get the key item we need, but if we go down here, we can... Is this how I do this? Motherfucker. Hang on, maybe the strategy guide tells me how to do this. Come on. There was a secret passage somewhere in here, and it looks like it's in the water, but I apparently can't get to the water on this side. Is it up here? Aha! I outsmarted you, game! And we're finding another one of these guys. No matter, we fought many of them before. At least this isn't Kingdom Hearts Chain of Memories. I mean, holy shit, that game was bad. Not design-wise, but... Well, it was kind of design-wise, but it wasn't due to, like, poor... programming. It was due to the stupid card system, which was really frustrating to use. Because it didn't pause the game while you were selecting your card, so the card you wanted to get was to break an enemy's instant death attack was all the way on the other side of the deck, and you had to scroll all the way to it. I cast Cure! And we killed it. Also, all of Leon's costumes have that little vest pattern sewn into it, because his original default costume had a vest on it. That was actually his default armor, too. Oh dear, these things are kind of nasty. First we should kill that. Then we kill this. Then we kill you. No, go back up, you dumbass. Stupid. And we'll heal Caius while we're waiting. Ooh, critical. And Parker gained another level. Anyway, there's some good items down here. Wonder wonder who makes these hidden passages. Were they just here when the world was formed? I highly doubt that, but maybe. Anyway, let's kill these chimeras. They aren't even real chimeras. They don't have the snake tail, or do they? It looks like the tail might have eyes on it, but they only had one goat head. They don't have two goat heads. Have you played God of War 3? Wasn't the lion on the chest part and the goat was the main head? A blood lance. Let's take a look at that for Dakota. This is probably weaker, but it absorbs life when she stabs people with it, so that's pretty neat. A protect ring? That might be nice for someone like Leon. Sorry, I had to wipe the sweat off my ear under my ear. Does this actually cast protect? No, but it does raise his defense a lot, so just a quick hit there. It might cast protect when we use it in battle. And a Lamia harp, which is, we don't have any jobs that can use that, right? Well, we do, but we aren't using any, because we're not losers. Okay, bards aren't completely worthless, but... oh dear, is that Behemoth? No, just a generic dragon that looks like him. Let's see what your stats are in the bestiary. Oh, he has a lot of health, apparently. He does give a shit ton of gil and experience. So let's beat the shit out of him. No, not poison out. Why is poison? Did I put poison out there? He has 1100 HP. 1000 HP, 11,000 HP. 1100 isn't really that much HP in this game. Ooh. And we killed him in one turn. Yeah, I think we're a bit overpowered. Caius gains a level. Tagoda gains a level. And Leon did not, because he got killed that one time and missed out on some experience. Okay, we got the hidden goods. No, go around. And another one, so we're gonna get even more experience in Gil. Still haven't cured anything. Should probably get on that soon, after this battle. Boom! Okay, this should be where the last chest is. A diamond shield. Is that better than what Dakota has? I doubt it. You probably have a bunch of those already. Yeah, I was right. Screw it. Hang on, let me check the map again just to confirm that I'm right. Can I get the diamond helm from earlier? Well, it's too late to go back now, so... Yeah, I think I got everything. Let's kill this bastard and get on with it. And now Leon gains a level. And here's what we were looking for, Noah's loot. Triumphant music! And that's what we were looking for, because we need this to wake up a sleeping old lady who we need to help us in our quest. Okay, now we did that. We can just teleport to get the hell up out of here. And stay at an inn somewhere to get my MP back. Saronia, I think, is up here. Yep. Remember, it's in the north towns that they have inns. Oh god, it's like the Snorlax quest in Pokemon, says British Asher. I haven't played too many Pokemon games. The only one I have played recently was Pokemon Emerald. And I pretty much gave up on it because when I found out that the internal clock is probably dead, so I'm never going to be able to grow any berries in it. So my whole time I spent in it was completely pointless. Yeah, well, there are plenty others to play. I might get Sword and Shield one time if it's on sale. Let's drop a quick save. Yes, save. Don't tell me no. Okay, now we need to find where Uni's shrine is, and I think the only screenshot for where that is just a cave in the middle of a bunch of mountains, so that's not very helpful. So it is next to the end of a river, so it's probably on this continent. While I'm here, I should probably visit a fat chocobo to drop off a bunch of my junk items. There's a chocobo forest in one of these woods, where we can summon a fat chocobo. I remember I finally gave up on Final Fantasy IV when I found a new gi for Yang, and it said, oh, you don't have enough space to pick it up, and I thought, oh, okay, I'll just discard something. So I exited the menu and discarded something, and then when I went to pick up the thing again, I noticed the chest was empty, so it discarded that too, and I was like, fuck you, game, this is shit. God. Games like this really aren't good for inventory limits when there are like 5,000 chests to open and shit. Is it up here? Come on, you can land there. Quit being a bitch. No, it's not there. There is a place in one of the Saronia colonies where you can summon a giant chocobo too. I think it might be this one. With the hideous victory music playing. Hello. There's a guy researching chocobos and we can... No, that's the pub. We don't want to get drunk. We're all underage. Yeah, these kids are underage, so don't draw any lewd art with them. Was it here? I could have sworn it was here, because there was nothing else of value here whatsoever. Oh, wait, this might be it. Oh, so this is where the Revive Wellspring was, you motherfuckers. I'm gonna take a piss in it, you shitheads. Motherfucking stupid. It's hiding a fucking spring all the way up here. There's a little frog in the pond. That's probably not healthy since it's the drinking water. We're all gonna get warts now. What the hell is that chocobo freak? Oh good, it's here. Ah, there he is. I didn't even have to waste any Geishel greens. Okay, let's drop some shit off. I probably don't need that. Where are these? Wait, don't we already have an ice staff? Oh, we have an ice rod, so we really don't even need the ice staff anymore, so we can get rid of that too. Magic keys. Black hole. The arrows might be useful for when we need them, of course. Yeah, since this is one of the older Final Fantasies, we have to, every time we attack with like an archer, we have to use an arrow, so we have to buy lots of arrows. I'd probably get rid of that, since we don't need it. We can probably get rid of the spears, since we already have some good-ass spears on us, too. Probably don't need that. Might need that if we switch to another weak job. That, too. There was a Selene bow. The Selene bow is better than that killer bow, so we can get rid of that, too. Yeah, I never thought you'd have to do inventory management in Final Fantasy, did you? We'll keep the blood sword, that's a good one. We'll hang on to the poison dagger in case there's another job that needs those. And the blood harp. And the Lamia harp, just in case. You don't need that. We could probably get rid of that since it's pretty low leveled. Okay, how's this? Probably get rid of those. And those. And Asher says inventory management is either really fun or really bad in games, and I've never found an in-between. Well, you're not wrong there. Power bracers, I think those up your strength a bit, but... I'm not even sure if we really need the leather cap, since we have some decent other stuff. Shit, we got 5 dragon helms. Those are... Do we have any other helmets? Do I need... Could I get rid of those, too? Hell, I can't... Wait, the Arctic wind is stronger than Antarctic wind? I don't think that's correct. I think the Antarctic should be colder. These attack items might be useful, so we should probably hang on to those. Definitely hang on to the Geishel Greens. We need those to summon the thingies. I'll keep the Defender in case we switch to someone with a sword. Oh, here. Oh, we can get rid of these. These are low-level attack items. Leather caps really aren't even worth bringing since they only have the defense of 1, so we'll get rid of those. Okay, I think that's good then. Let's quit pissing around and go visit the old lady. If we can find her, that is. Let's drop another save. Okay, so she's in a cave somewhere. Probably somewhere up here, because there's lots of rivers. No, it's not that. Is it this one? No, I don't think it's that one. I think we might have actually... Or is it? I don't fucking know. You know what? No, I think that's where we get our next airship, but we need to get the old lady first. Her name's Uni, by the way. I don't know how to pronounce her name. It's U-N-E-I. That's how you pronounce it. You can also purchase an item that has her name on it in an auction at Final Fantasy IX. That's a little nod to it. Just like the rat tail and the Doga's mirror, I think. Oh, that must be it. That cave over there. How do we get to that? Oh, here we go. Come on, let's go talk to the old lady. The stream's almost over. Oh, this is a nice music song. There she is. And we use the loot to wake her ass up. Unlike the characters in the very first Final Fantasy, these ones actually talk and have personality. Really don't like it when they make them just silent, blank slates. Oh, yawn.
You did it! You did it! Uni's awake! Smart!
I should have done that in a Gilbert Gottfried voice. Oh my! Did I sleep well? Parrot on my shoulder now.
I'm...
How do I do a Gilbert Gottfried? I'm Emma! Oh god, that sounded hideous. And she has really different eyes from the rest of us. I need to work these sore limbs. And we have a very stupid-ass comedic sequence. This is in contrast to a sad scene we're going to see later. Guardian of the Dream World, at your service. Ho ho. No, ma'am, not at all. And stop staring and get your ass moving, you little whippersnapper, or I'll tan your hide. Uni is actually pretty useful because she can actually aid us in combat at random. Okay. Let's get our asses out of here. Well, before I get it, here, take this. Fang of Fire. We already have a couple of these fangs. I think we only have one. Hey, where'd you get? You must not lose this fang, as well as the 2 fangs you already hold. They are the only things that will enable you to get past the 4 statues that Zahn created to guard the entrance to his tower. There's one last fang, the Fang of the Earth. To get it, though, you'll need to first find the Invincible. Come on, let's hurry. So yeah, that's the Zod's towers. Zod, I think, is the main baddie of the game. That was his tower that was blocked by those big statues. So now she's following us, and she'll aid us in combat at random. And now we have to go to the Cave of the Ancients, I think, is called. And there was that other cave, I think. Where was it? Well, at least get the new airship before we... Come on, let's hurry this up. Stupid. Oh, this isn't so shit. Well, it's not that shit, it's just kind of clunky compared to the other later Final Fantasies. I think this is it. Nope, this is right where we were before. It must be south of us, I think that's where I last saw it. No, wait, it was surrounded by a shit ton of rivers and stuff. So I think it's further up. And don't tell me to stop cussing during my videos. I can do whatever I want. I'm sadly not Kikoskia. That's probably why my videos aren't that popular. Oh, come on, you can land there. Seriously? You can't land on the wetlands? Frickin' picky-ass bitch. And now we're in the ancient ruins of hell. Okay, let me just check the map real quick. Whew, we're gonna have to go through a whole nother dungeon here. You know what? I'm gonna call the stream here. Sorry, guys. I know you wanted to see the Invincible, but I mainly just did the stream to show you the battle with Odin. You probably wanted to see. Maybe we'll do another stream if you really, really want to, but for now, I'm just gonna call it here because it's been a long night and I'm getting all sweaty and shit. So, thank you all for coming out, whoever came out, and thanks, Asher, for all the fun comments, and I'm going to end the stream tonight by reminding you to fight climate change and get those shitheads out of our government that don't believe in it because they're ruining everything. Yeah, just tar and feather them and, fight climate change or else we're going to live in a fucking medieval age again. Come on, fight climate change, I'm serious. Okay, with that in mind, have a nice night, guys. I'll see you later.